Okay, today I'm going to teach anyone who wants to learn how to play a bass. I'm going to give you the basic tips needed in order to be a good bassist. First off is your preference for picking. You can do it with a pick or finger picking. I prefer finger picking, so this episode is going to involve finger picking. And to start out with, you can't play a bass if you don't know how to pick, so I'm going to teach you how to finger pick. It's just like walking your fingers. You want to kind of go like with two fingers like that. And the technique with that is you want your thumb to kind of hide behind your fingers. So when you're playing, you can't really see it like that. And that's the way to go. And just practice doing this for a while so your fingers and your muscles can get used to doing this. And then you want to transfer this little motion onto your strings. Now, whether in place you'd have to decide to pick from, it doesn't matter. Right here is looser, more deep sound. Over here is about a middle sound, and over here is about, more a crisp sound. So wherever you're used to resting your arm at should be a good place. I like to do right here in the middle because my pickups are there and I can rest my thumb on this upper pickup. So in order for you to transfer this motion onto your bass, you want to pick the E string or any string, it doesn't matter in this case. So let me get closer. And you're just gonna want to like walk. And notice how my thumb right here is resting right here in the upper part of this pickup. You want it right here, and you want your finger to go over it like this. So when you're playing sideways, you see it, you can see it, but when you go like this, it's hidden. And then for you to go for the rest of the strings, you're just gonna go down like this, with this right here. Or you can put your thumb onto the E string and play like this. It's better for me to, or anyone, to do it on the rest of your thumb and E string when you're playing lower strings because you're muting the E string. When I'm playing like this, I'm not muting the E string as much because only my fingers are holding it up, keeping it silent. So if I have my thumb right here, it's going to be silent no matter how many times I hit it. So when you transition from E string to the rest of the strings, you just want to kind of move your thumb from pickup to E string like that. And just go like this. And if you're going to play like lower strings, like the D string or G string, you just want to just extend your hand more. And practice going through these strings a lot. In order for you to be a good bassist, you want to easily, go through these strings really fast without even thinking about it. And right off the bat, I'm going to teach you about muting. And it occurs in your fretting hand as well as your picking hand. So since we're talking about picking, I'm going to start with picking, with muting. So I don't know if you noticed, but these two fingers right here, they don't really do much, but they mute. Like when I'm playing in the E string, they're going to be tucked up right here like this when I'm playing. But when I go to my rest of my strings, they're going to be holding down this A string to play the D string and the G string. See how they're kind of tucked in right here? When I'm playing down here, the G strings and the D strings are kind of tucked in. They're tucked in because they're holding down that string. And you may not know this, but when you finger pick, if you don't do that, it kind of signs this already because your finger is supposed to be hitting up here. It's supposed to hit the upper string. So, get closer. Here's this G string, my blue string right here. When I get my finger and I go like this, it's going to go up and touch the bottom part of the D string right here like this. Same thing with the other finger. The middle finger, same thing. And that's just for extra muting. And since you can't go all the way down here with your fingers to play like here, you just want these fingers right here are just there to mute the A string. So when you're playing down here in G string, this is silent no matter what, the D string, because you're hitting it and you're keeping quiet. So don't worry about moving your fingers all the way down here. Don't ever move your thumb down here to play down like this. That's bad and just takes up too much time. So just do an easy transition from all strings, going 1 to G string, to A string, to D string, to G string. And just practice that for a while till it becomes like almost second nature to you. And you can do it and not even know you're doing it. You're just like automatic. Practice that. And once you got that down, you can go into fretting. And with fretting, let me get to my neck and my bass right here. We're going to start with this E string with the first fret. And what you want to do is you want your finger to go right here, right there, right in front of this fret right here. You don't want it on top of it to hide it. You don't want to do that. You want it like pretty close to it though, and you want to press it down to where there's strings like touching it all the way, and your string is touching the wood, or as far down as can go. And then from there, don't hold down any other strings. These fingers are here, it's going to stay there. They're not going to be pressing down anything. They're not going to be fretting anything yet. And you just want to do like this. With your finger here. And while you're practicing holding down the first fret, just, practice your finger picking like... And then practice open string, not holding down any frets. And then from there we're going to go on to our first position for our bass, which is holding down the first 4 frets. And if you're small hands like I do, don't really worry about fretting the 4th fret. It's just for you to be able to play really fast and stuff like that. So try it though. Try to stretch out your fingers all the way to your 4th fret. I can't because I have small hands, but fret them like this, and then start playing the 2nd fret. Which, if you don't know, it goes 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Oh, look at that! 3rd fret has an inlay in it. This is the 3rd fret with an inlay in it. First inlay you see is the 3rd fret. Second inlay is going to be the 5th. 3rd is the 7th, and then the 4th is the 9th, and right here is the 12th. The 12th. So if you don't have inlays and you're beginning and starting out to play bass, you want to get bass with inlays, and especially inlays like right here on the side. Like you can see an inlay there and there. You want those inlays right there. So when you're playing and you're standing up, you can see it without going like this and looking at it. So, just from the 4th position, play your 1st fret, and then go to your 2nd fret, for your 3rd and your 4th. And practice doing that. And when you're doing that, you don't want your fingers, like, to, go like this all the time, but you can see this sticking out like that. For bass on the guitar, you want your fingers to stay low to the frets to also mute them. So while you're playing, you want your fingers to go low flat like this. You don't want them to go like this unless you absolutely have to. That's one big difference between guitar and bass, is that bass you play with your fingers low to the fretboard, and guitar you want yours to be arched. So just remember that when you're playing bass, don't arch your fingers. Keep them as flat as you can. And since you're just beginning, you don't want your fingers to be moving around a lot. Like if I'm fretting like the 5th fret, and I'm only me fretting the 5th fret and not playing anything else, just the E string. I don't want my rest of my fingers to be all weird like this. And I'm playing. You want it to be stretched out like this. You don't want it like to be stretched out perfectly. You just want it to be like there. So if you had to play, you know, the 7th fret, your finger's there already. So try not to move the rest of these fingers as much when you're fretting with your index finger or any other fingers. I'm playing my pinky finger right here on the 8th fret. The rest of my fingers aren't moving, and you don't want them to move. So practice playing your first position, and obviously your second position is when your index finger goes to 2nd fret, and your pinky finger goes to the 5th fret, and it just goes down like that. I mean, you don't really have to know positions by heart, because it's just going all the way down and all the way up. So with that, I'm going to tell you practice going all the way up and all the way down your bass, and for the E string only. And once you have that down, you're able to fret and your fingers are stretched out, then you can go on down to your 2nd string, your A string, and do the same thing. And do that to all the strings until you have a pretty good grasp at it. And then you can move on to doing multiple strings at the same time. So, or switching around. So if I'm playing like right here at the 5th fret, I can go down here to the 4th fret really easily, and it's just you simply moving your finger around like this. And that's why you not moving your fingers around when you fret one fret is important. So just as soon as you get down all the strings and you're comfortable playing with one string at a time, then go on to, I'm talking too much.